Any store information management system, AIMS. Summary of information, features, and capabilities. Any store information management system is a database system that manages all information entered into it by tracking information on sales, purchases, gross profit margins for each product and their cumulative totals, on-the-fly reports on information on quantities and values of sales, purchases, and remaining balances, and profit margin for any product in the system provide a snapshot of the condition and state of the business, which makes decision-making easier anytime. This program gives you peace of mind against any product losses because the system gives you, right away, remaining balance of every product every time you make it and updated inventory information. Therefore, losses are prevented, or can be traced easily if there's any. You can choose any period or specify any date, or dates, a week or weeks, months, a year or years, or any period covered by the system, dates entered into it, to generate reports on what product was sold, to whom it was sold, and customer's address and phone number, how many, and what price with or without discount, who sold the products, and the most important is how much profit you got from the sale of that product. The same details of information are generated for any purchases on any date, as in sales. AIMS is a point-and-click software, which means less keyboard typing after the tables of products. Suppliers, shippers, and employees are set up. The only data entry which is required is through creating an invoice, which starts by clicking Cash Sales button on the home page menu. Data entry through creating an invoice for cash sales in store is 3 steps. 1. Typing or selecting customer's name. Then followed by clicking Create Invoice from the menu, followed by clicking Give or Deliver Order. Taking orders for future payments need to click Invoice or Customer Order command from the menu. It is exactly the same as filling up cash sales form, except that you don't fill up the payment information tab. Information on sales, purchases, and inventories. AIMS can generate summarized sales report, monthly report, quarterly, yearly for products, sales by employees, and many others. Detailed reports for each and every product sold by specific period, or periods, is one of the most important benefits of using the AIMS program. As mentioned earlier, questions like what product, how many, when was the product sold, how much the product was sold for, and what is the address and phone number of the buyer, will all be answered in one report. For example, you can select any date or period covered by the data entry to see what the sales were for that specific date. You can also generate detailed reports between 2 specific dates, for example from May 1 to May 7, or from January to May, or sales for 3 years from 2009 to 2011, as long as the years are covered by the sales period. All reports have totals. Information on purchases. Like sales, AIMS will also give detailed reports for each and every product purchased, who purchased, how many, how much, when, where, who was the supplier, phone and address, all in one report. For example, you can select any date covered by the data entry purchases period to see what purchases were made for that specific date. You can also generate detailed purchase reports between 2 specific dates, for example from April 1 to April 7, or from January to May, or purchases for 3 years from 2009 to 2011, as long as the years are covered by the purchase period. All reports have totals. Inventory information. AIMS inventory list page will answer questions on What is current available inventory, or quantity on hand, or current level? This is always updated as soon as orders and/or purchase orders are placed or completed, or sales orders and/or purchases are cancelled. What is the total value of inventory, gross value of inventory? You can easily see this value in the inventory list. It is located just above the inventory menu. What is the current value of each remaining product inventory? What are the products that were invoiced but not yet paid? What are collectibles? These are items that shows up in active orders table in home page which have the status marked new and delivered. Is there a need to replenish inventory stocks? Is there a need to reorder products, or is it time to make purchase request? The last column of the inventory list page will tell you specific quantities that need to be purchased. These numbers depend on how you set up restocking or desired target levels for each product.